Hello and welcome to the We Should Move Here Travels podcast. My name is Brittany
I'm Josh.
and we are your hosts. Today, we are going to be talking about our recent trip to Nashville. So we were there for a very short amount of time, about 4 days, and we did a lot during those 4 days. So let's talk about it.
And we really didn't do even a quarter of the things that we thought we were going to do as well, which was just crazy.
Well, I had so many things that I had looked up that I was like, let's do this. We're only in Nashville once probably, so let's do it up.
We started our drive on a Wednesday morning. And like we talked about, we love a road trip. Start out with our drinks, our snacks, our coffees, and we just get rolling.
Yeah, it was so fun. I love a road trip with you.
Yeah.
Like anytime we get to do a road trip, I get so happy and excited because I love just like being trapped in a car with you and you can't run away. Not that you do run away, but we just talk about everything and anything, and it's just so fun.
Yeah, and we had recently gotten a lot of feedback from our wedding planner and our DJ and stuff like that. So we had a lot of things to talk about and discuss about our wedding next year. So we went through our wedding playlist, which we just got to narrow down to a few songs that the DJ is going to kind of curate into a playlist.
We have a playlist that has like 50 songs on it, and we have to get that down to like 10. We got it to 11 right now. And I'm sure that's fun.
Yeah, it's just
It'll be fun.
It's like a core group, so he gets the vibe of who we are. So
yeah.
It wasn't that bad getting him down to 10. But anyways, we got to do that. We got to listen to, like half of all 50 of the songs before we were like, no, yes, no, yes.
Yeah.
We also got to play the ABC game.
I love the ABC game.
Which we crushed.
We got it. We got A through Z in under 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was crazy. That was the fastest game of the ABC game I've ever played in my life. And I've been playing this since I was a little girl.
If there's a world record, maybe you got it. Next time
we got it.
We got to record and see what happens.
Literally, yeah. Well, if you go through that drive, what was it, Illinois? It had to have been Illinois. Most of the drive was Illinois. Illinois is so long.
It's a very long state, yeah.
It's so much longer than I had thought. It is such a long and boring state.
This isn't the first time we've gone this route, but
I know. No offense to Illinois, but it is a boring drive.
Then by Wednesday night, we had finally arrived at our Airbnb, which if you had listened to our pre-Nashville episode, we still hadn't booked yet. So we had booked this Airbnb in the Melrose district, part of South Nashville. Really nice kind of up-and-coming community. It's described as kind of lots of young professionals, newer restaurants, just like a lot of money being brought into the area. Our Airbnb had a pool, which was nice, and
oh, it was great.
Always a requirement when Brittany's on a trip.
Yeah. Well, I always request it. It doesn't always come to fruition, but
right.
It was an outdoor pool, and it was a really nice pool. I appreciated it.
Yeah. It was a great pool. What else? It was right on the bus line that led to downtown Nashville, which was awesome. We only got to use that a few times, but it worked out pretty decent. It was delayed quite a bit. So I don't know if that's a regular thing or if we were just unlucky, but there was that. And then also when we first got in, there was a cockroach in the Airbnb.
Yeah, it was dead, which is a good sign that whatever they're using to repel cockroaches is working. But it was quite concerning, and I had a really difficult time falling asleep that night because I thought, like, maybe there's more, and I don't want cockroaches in bed with me.
Right.
Even now, just talking about it, I feel like I got the heebie-jeebies. It wasn't ideal, I will say. It wasn't great. When we walked in, there's only one closet and it was very small, which is totally fine. Like, we don't need anything big. It's a very small place. It's in the basement, so not a whole lot of natural light or windows. But when you first walked in, the only closet door was left open. it was just like a bunch of stuff that was shoved in there.
Mhm.
And that closet was right next to the bed. And it just like, it didn't feel very organized or cohesive or clean. So I don't know that I would really recommend this Airbnb.
Yeah.
It did work out. There were no other cockroaches and the bed was very comfortable. The location was nice. It had a pool, it had all of these things that
Mhm.
made it really great, but the place itself, I don't know that I would recommend.
Yeah, it was a question mark. But like you said, it had everything else. One of the biggest things it had was parking, which
Mhm.
while looking through Nashville is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Even for people who have homes or townhomes, like it seems like quite a bit is street parking.
Mhm.
And that's just first come, first serve. Like nothing's reserved, or you're street parking and you're paying with the meter or you're paying with a pass. It's just wild.
Yeah, parking is really crazy
Yeah.
there.
So we got there, we checked in the Airbnb, and of course, we had to right away get on some Nashville chicken. One of the only places open, and it was right beside us, so we could walk to it, was a Hattie B's restaurant. It's a chain restaurant. Chicken was pretty decent.
Chicken was great.
Mm-hmm.
I really loved it. It wasn't the best that we had
Yeah.
while we were there, but it was great.
I guess that's what I'm comparing it to. Over the course of our stay, it wasn't one of the top chicken places, but it was good.
Sure. But like if we were to have that chicken here in Wisconsin, we would be
Oh.
very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a good way to put it. They also had great dessert. We did go back again for a dessert, but we had a peach cobbler there the first night. That was really good.
That peach cobbler was
Mhm.
amazing.
And like, who knows? It might have been out of a can and then just plopped into the and warm up, but it didn't matter. It was good.
It was great. I loved it.
They also had sweet tea and lemonade, so you could make yourself an Arnold Palmer. It was nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was really nice. Good dinner spot.
Good dinner spot, yeah. And so that was our first night. And then the next day, we start out right away after a whole day of eating gas station food. We were like, we got to start out right. So we went ahead and we got ourselves a smoothie at Urban Juicer, a place that was right across the street from our Airbnb. Really nice smoothies. I think it should just be said right away. Nashville's expensive.
Nashville is so expensive.
Yeah.
Nothing was cheap there.
No.
No.
There were definitely...
Well, the bus.
The bus was cheap? Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I guess we had free parking, so our parking was cheap.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anything else, though, was cheap.
Nothing else was cheap.
By cheap just mean comparative to Wisconsin. I'm sure compared to other southern states, people might be like, oh, you got to come here and see. I believe it. Even we were at the East Coast last fall, comparable pricing.
Yeah, very. Absolutely.
But yeah, it was not cheap at all. I think the smoothies might have been like $10 a piece.
Yeah, I think it came to $23. And I looked at you and I was like, these are the most expensive smoothies. They weren't like large either.
No.
And I'm like, these are so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But they were good.
They were very good. You got some green smoothie, and I got some nice light fruity, like mango strawberry combo.
Mm-hmm. No, I think you got a berry.
Oh, a berry.
A berry smoothie,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's true. That was delicious. And then we were able to walk ourselves to 8th and Roast, which was definitely one of our coffee spots we went to that we liked more than others.
That was like my favorite.
Mm.
It was probably top 2.
I was going to say top 2. I can think of one other that I think you liked more.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it was so good. I really loved the vibe in here. I loved the coffee itself. It had a very bold flavor, which I do appreciate in a coffee. There were LGBTQ signs all over the place, so it felt inclusive. Like it was just such a cool vibe, cool place.
Yeah, really nice place. After coffee, we decided to make our way down to the Gulch, which is an area, again, just south of downtown, the main downtown Broadway strip in Nashville. Definitely a high-end area.
Yeah, I would say more of like a shopping district. At
Very
least
much
that's what
so.
it felt like.
Mhm.
Shopping district and lots of restaurants.
Yeah, very like boutique sort of feeling.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
But we walked around there for a bit, and we ended up going to Milk and Honey for brunch. I would say a pretty good spot to have our first brunch.
Yeah, this was fucking delicious. I loved it here. It
Mhm,
was so good. The waiter was great.
mhm,
Recommended us to get the hot mess sandwich.
mhm.
It was so good.
With chicken added.
Yes, with chicken added.
Mhm,
It was one of the most delicious foods we had while we were there.
mhm,
I don't think you can really go wrong with Nashville chicken, but it was juicy chicken. It was very delicious. It's seasoned so well. I mean, down in Nashville, they know how to season their food,
mhm.
you know?
Yeah. I'm sure it must be a little frustrating for you to be with me, someone who doesn't handle spice great. And so every time they're like medium, mild, spicy, I'm like mild, mild. And you're like, come on, let's do medium.
I mean, a medium would be great, but it was delicious.
The hot mess was definitely a hot mess.
It was. It was so messy.
You did not pick that up. It was a sandwich that you ate fork and knife off the plate.
For sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. If you tried to pick it up, you would spill it all over the place.
You would become the hot mess.
I already am.
Just pile it on.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
No. But yeah, delicious sandwich. We also had a pistachio croissant there.
Mm.
And it wasn't like a typical croissant. It had like a filling in the middle.
Mhm.
So it wasn't overly dry. And you had your flat white coffee, which I think was okay.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, but it was okay.
Yeah. And both of those were really great as well. We decided to walk around that kind of the Gulch area for a little bit. We were told by the waiter there at Milk and Honey that we were lucky when we came because right before then he's like, yeah, it was in the hundreds, felt like 120 with the humidity and it was disgusting. So we were like, oh, we got to take advantage of a good day. So we decided to walk around a little bit. Very nice, very businessy area. It wasn't overly busy, kind of on the outskirts of the Gulch. The Gulch area definitely had quite a few people, though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't think we were really seeing or bumping into a bunch of people or a crowd or anything. So, yeah, we decided to walk on the outskirts of it
Yeah.
and we found ourselves at a brewery called Tailgate Brewery.
Mhm.
They had a peanut butter porter.
Yep.
So delicious. I love a peanut butter porter. I can't tell you what it is about it. I mean, sometimes you get them and they're too sweet and they're overly like fake peanut buttery.
Mhm.
But this was a good one.
This was a good one.
This was a great one. Yeah. I would highly recommend trying the peanut butter porter there. But we did get a flight of beer
Mhm.
and they had some interesting flavors.
Yes.
So we tried whatever it was called. That was a Code Red.
Yep.
And it tasted like a Code Red Mountain Dew.
Yep.
I don't remember what it was called.
No, that's just what he's like, what do you guys want to try? And we told him, he's like, oh, we got this one. We referred to it as the Code Red. So,
Yeah.
mhm.
We told him that we were adventurous and we're willing to try anything. So he gave us that one. And it was interesting. It definitely tasted like a Code Red.
Yeah, it was definitely like soda.
Yeah. Soda forward.
Mhm.
Not like a beer.
No. No, but they did have some great IPAs. Like you said, the peanut butter porter was fantastic. They also had like an apple beer, which tasted very much like apple juice as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like interesting beers. They kind of nail the flavor. So if you're not a beer person, but you want to drink beer with people and not feel like you're tasting beer, it seems like a good place to go.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And especially if you like peanut butter porter, because that was a home run.
Oh my gosh. I would get gallons of it. It was
Gallons.
so good.
Mm-hmm. Tailgate was great. There was like a row of bars where Tailgate was.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine what that was like at night. I bet it would be popping with people.
Yeah. Well, all of Nashville, I think, would be popping with people
Yeah.
at night.
Mm-hmm.
We really didn't experience much of that but we'll get to that.
I was trying to lead us into the Broadway because after that we kind of moseyed our way around Nashville a little bit and made our way down to Broadway.
Yeah. It
Where
was during daytime though. It wasn't night yet.
But there were still a ton of people.
So many people.
And every bar that had live music, which sounded like every single one,
Yeah.
was already just going.
Hmm.
We ended up stopping at, where'd we go?
Jelly Rolls Good Night Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really, really fun place.
Mhm.
There was some cool designs on the inside.
Mhm.
The architecture in there was just like really interesting to me. I've never been in a bar that had that kind of over the top architecture
Yeah.
or like different moving pieces on the ceiling. There were drums that were turning different colors on the ceiling. It was just really interesting. And I would imagine that many bars on Broadway have that kind of architecture in there.
Mhm.
But it was cool to see. Drinks on Broadway are ridiculously expensive. After the brewery, we were like, at least I was like, I don't really want more alcohol right now. So I got an A drink and it was still like $15.
Mhm.
It was crazy expensive.
And it seemed like it, except in Jelly Rolls. There were a couple groups, but it was a lot of just kind of like people enjoying the music because there was a great band playing. They sounded
Mhm.
fantastic.
Yeah.
But of course, there are, birthday parties, bachelorette parties, graduation party, whatever, having a great time. And it seems like if you're just like, you know what, doesn't matter what we're spending, we're just here to have a great time. You go ahead. You're probably going to have a great time. But
Mm.
if you're just like vacation, you're like, oh, I don't want to spend too much. This is not it.
Yeah. Nashville in general just is not it if you're trying to be budget friendly.
Hmm.
I'm sure there's ways you could make it cheaper.
Oh, of course. There always is.
We were only there for a couple days.
Yeah. If you're going to see like the big ticket items, if you're going like downtown Broadway, you're shutting out $10 for a beer.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very expensive.
And also if you're not into big crowds, like we were there, this was 2:00 on a Thursday evening.
Hmm.
And the amount of people out and about already was just, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. It was wild. And just walking down Broadway trying to find a place to go was really overwhelming
Mhm.
because there were so many options.
Yeah.
And so many like famous people's bars
Yeah.
on Broadway, which was interesting. After that, we actually made our way to Printer's Alley, and Printer's Alley is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be where they would print papers and stuff like that. So it has some old school vibes to it and like brick buildings and just a really cool vibe. But we made our way down there to meet for the Booze and Booze tour that I was so excited about.
Mm-hmm. You told us, you were like, it doesn't seem like you can go wrong.
You can go wrong. You can go wrong. Yeah.
We definitely made the wrong choice.
This might have been the worst tour we have ever taken.
The worst tour we've ever taken?
I mean, it's
definitely
right up there with Germany.
Yeah.
With Munich, secret food tours. No offense, but it wasn't a great tour.
No.
This one wasn't either. It was pretty awful.
I guess you're right. This might top that.
I think it does.
Yeah.
I really do.
It could be a great tour. We could have just had a poor guide because this lady, bless her heart, as they say in the South, she was fun. She talked about how she's traveled all around the United States doing ghost tours because she loves ghost tours. And she told us a bunch about ghosts and things she's seen in other places. I don't know. Presence of the group was just not there.
I don't think she was very present throughout the entire tour, like cognitively.
Mm-hmm.
She was not in the right mind frame to be telling us ghost stories.
Yeah.
That were compelling and that helped us feel engaged in the ghost part of the tour.
Yeah.
We definitely felt engaged in the drinking part of the tour.
Oh, for sure.
That's not necessarily why we did it, though.
No.
So
It's a booze and booze ghost tour. That's half of the fun is going to places that have some sort of spooky history. And the places we went to, I think we went to one that had some sort of spooky history she spent quite a bit on. And then the rest were kind of like, oh, and here's this, but I'm going to talk about this over here. And some of them were in different like states. She would mention, and it's like, what do you? And then she'd just leave us. She's like, you can go in here. I'm going to wait outside for you. Meet me back out here in 10 minutes. It's like, okay.
yeah, if you are looking for a drinking tour with a very unique guide,
It wasn't even that great for drinking. You want to have fun with the guide. You want them to be. She just literally the first one. She said, "This is a place I don't get along with the owners or the staff, so we're not going in there."
really set us off on the wrong foot there. And my alarm bells started ringing then. And I was like, okay, there's a couple red flags here. And then it just got worse and worse. Find a different tour.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be another ghost tour. There might be a ghost trolley. There were so many different kinds of trolleys. I kind of wish we would have done a trolley tour instead because there were so many options.
Yeah.
There was even a drag one that we had found. That would be so fun. Just don't do this tour. Would not recommend it. You hear us talk all the time about tours that we highly recommend, and we do so many good ones.
Yeah.
But when we do a bad one, we will let you know not to do it.
Bad tour.
Don't do it. Yeah. After this tour, we ended up going to dinner at the Assembly Food Hall.
Mm-hmm.
And it was late and they were closing within the hour, I think. I think we got there and it was an hour to close.
Yep.
So some things had been sold out of some places, but we did end up getting a chicken Caesar rat.
Mm-hmm.
Rat. It wasn't a rat. It was a wrap.
I didn't even catch that. A rat? Oh my God.
We did not eat a rat. A chicken Caesar wrap, a bao, and I think it was pork on the inside,
I think so.
a Thai milk tea, garlic fries, and ice cream for dessert. I would highly recommend Assembly Food Hall. I thought it was such a cool place. There were so many options, so many different kinds of food from all around the world, and the food that we got was really delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I really loved the bao. I thought it was seasoned really well. I love a bao. It's one of my favorite foods ever. The chicken Caesar wrap too, it was huge, which I really appreciated because we were hungry and it was late at night. So really appreciated that. The garlic fries, they were very garlicky. So if you are a garlic girl, get those fries.
And we had ice cream at Jenny's. Splendid ice creams.
I think you found this place.
I think we were just walking out like, what are we going to do for dessert? And then we turned and, oh, look, Jenny's.
We're like, we could use a sweet treat.
And it was definitely a late night choice of others as well, because there was a line of people who had been out having fun, getting some ice cream.
Out having fun. That's a nice way to put it. You're being so kind.
It was a great first day. You know, we got to see a lot of downtown Nashville, which we had kind of planned to do early on. So we didn't have to deal with a ton of the craziness of the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that there were a couple concerts that weekend.
Yeah.
So some things, like some of the music halls and stuff were prepping for that. So we didn't get to go into any of those, but I don't think that was a really big part of our plan anyways. And then going into day 2, I know we're talking about parking and how crazy parking was, but driving and parking seriously is no joke.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere near or around Nashville. We were trying to go and get coffee at a coffee shop called LG, which is a coffee shop that you had looked at before. And it just streets lined with cars and like small streets too.
Yeah. So you actually didn't park You dropped me off and I went and got us some coffee. I got you a Biscoff one, I believe, with brown sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And you loved it because that's totally your vibe.
I love a Biscoff. Oh.
And I loved this coffee. I remember really liking it.
Did you? Okay.
However, they did use too much milk. When they gave it to me, I was like, this is the wrong color. And you know, when you get a coffee and you can just tell it's the wrong color, maybe you don't know, but you're immediately disappointed because there's no way that color is going to, I mean, it was a latte. It wasn't a flat white.
It's you have an artistic eye for your coffee is how I would describe it. Yeah, I'm just realizing this day was it was our food podcast day.
It was our food podcast day.
It's kind of like how this trip was. It was our food podcast trip.
Yeah.
Which all the trips are because it's a food podcast. So we got the coffee after the craziness of not parking, and we proceeded to another area with more craziness.
There were streets with cars on both sides of these tiny streets.
Mm-hmm.
They were like side streets with homes,
Mm-hmm.
like residential areas. And it was so challenging to find a parking spot. So we ended up finding a spot like a half a mile away from where we actually wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
So we walked to this area. It was a very cute area. I can see why everybody wants to be there. It was a small strip of like very cute boutiques and cute restaurants and just a lot to do in this area. So I can see why everybody wants to be there, but parking was a nightmare.
Yeah, it was in the 12th South District is kind of the area, and 12th Avenue is the street where all these boutique shops are. And yeah, everyone was finding parking on side streets, and then when they got done, they turned down on 12th, and it is not a big enough street for all these people.
But we got donuts at Five Daughters Bakery because I had really wanted to go get donuts there. I saw it on social media and I was like, bet, we're going.
I'm so glad you did because these donuts were
insane. They were so good.
Mm-hmm.
I highly recommend going here. Pretty expensive donuts for just like one donut, but it was worth it. One was a raspberry jelly filled donut, and then the other was a cinnamon with croissant dough. So good. The croissant dough I thought was going to be maybe a little dry. It was not.
No.
Not at all. It was buttery. It was flaky. It was gorgeous. I loved it.
Yeah. And it had like a big old blop of like buttercream on top. Oh,
so good.
The dough of these donuts is like the highlight, and everything else is just icing on top. Yes. No pun intended. It's fantastic.
Get the croissant dough.
Yeah, at least one. If you get yourself a 2-pack, get a croissant dough at least for one of them.
For sure. So good. So then we walked around and saw some of the cute shops and looked at some of the cute stuff. Just a cute neighborhood.
And all of the parties. Again, it is.
Oh my God.
Nashville it's got to be like one of the party capitals for like bachelorette parties, birthday party, especially in the South, especially Nashville. I assume anyone that wants to have like a couple friends go and do a party weekend, they go to Nashville because that's what it felt like everyone was doing. Yeah.
And I will say, usually when we travel, there's not like a significant difference in gender that I see of people traveling there, but there were so many women.
Many women.
Let me tell you, these women were dressed to the nines. They were so cute. I loved their outfits. They were amazing.
Yeah. They were out getting their cowboy hats.
Yes.
They were getting cowboy boots. They were getting fun shirts and skirts. It was fantastic. It was good vibes.
Yeah, I saw a lot of cow print, which I love a good cow print.
Yep.
Lots of hats, boots, fringe, lots of fringe. I just loved the creativity of some of these girls' outfits. Like, you slay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever said that in my life. Slay queen. But really, like, these girls were gorgeous. Then we stopped for more donuts.
This was a bad choice on my part, not because we chose this place. I had seen it before, and I was just like, you know what I could do? Another donut. It's just a lot of donut.
It is. It was a lot of donut. We definitely didn't finish these donuts. So at the Salty Donut, we got a cinnamon crunch type of donut. Delicious. And it was filled with like a cinnamon cream. Oh my God. It was so good. I wish I had more room this day for that because I would have downed it. But then the other one we got was a lemon glazed donut. Also very delicious. Highly recommend these donut spots. I didn't realize that Nashville would have such good donuts,
Yeah.
but they do. I
Re-
mean, at least these places were great.
Yeah, pretty good, like baked goods kind of community in and around Nashville, it seems.
Yeah. Well, you think there's a lot of like small businesses
Yeah.
that can do very well here because there's so much tourism. So
For sure, especially in this 12th South District.
yeah, for sure.
Big tourism area. So after those donuts, and then after we realized we had purchased too many donuts, we went ahead and went back to the Airbnb to drop off our leftovers.
Yes. And we also did go swimming. I love an outdoor pool. I mean, I love any pool, but if I could choose, it would be an outdoor saltwater pool. Yeah, we spent a couple hours in the pool and I got to do some flips and handstands and mermaids and stuff like that.
Cool off a little bit. Before then, we decided to go for a walk for our kind of late lunch.
Yes, I was so excited to go to this place because I saw the food and I was like, this looks amazing. We are going. So this is Sushi San. And we came here mainly because I wanted to try the crispy tuna rice. And it was so good. Very expensive meal. This was probably our most expensive meal, but it was kind of upscale. It was a cool vibe in there, and it was great sushi.
Fantastic sushi.
Yeah, amazing. So we had the spicy tuna crispy rice. We had a spicy salmon roll, a yuzu yellowtail roll, a scallop nigiri, a golden eye snapper sashimi, and a yellowtail sashimi.
The waitress was so helpful. We were really struggling on what to pick from the menu. And one that she was like, you have to get it, was the scallop nigiri.
Oh my God, I was going to mention that one too. It was so delicious. It was like buttery and the scallops. I don't even know if they were cooked, to be honest. Can you eat raw scallops? I don't know.
No, they were cooked in French butter.
Oh.
The waitress, who was very kind, she told us like where the fish came from. You know, they flew it in from this part of the United States, or like they even got some stuff from out of the United States, and everything was fresh and scratch, and it was delicious. So it was worth the price.
It was.
We even had some fantastic sake there, which if you haven't listened to any of our Japan episodes, listen to those. We love sake, and especially good sake, which this was.
It was great. I loved the sake that we got there. Really good. And I think we can find that sake at Total Wine.
Oh, you think so?
I think we can, yeah.
Oh, we got to see if we can.
Anyways, so then we walked even further to the old Glory Speakeasy. Now, this place was super cool. It was like very industrial. It was in an old boiler room. And so the ceilings were very high, basement like vibes. Very, very cool. Highly recommend checking this place out.
Yeah.
It was a great spot.
Very good drinks.
I think we got a old fashioned.
Some sort of old fashioned or some like whiskey kind of drink. Yeah.
Yeah. And a tequila of some sort kind of drink.
Yeah.
Which I really liked the old fashioned more.
Yeah. We go halvesies anyways, so
Yeah.
we both got to try them.
Yeah.
Like you said, just like a great vibe to the place. Speakeasies that do it right with vibes just hit. And like the door, again, you'll see it if you look on Google, if you're watching on YouTube. It's like a cool door, and then they got someone to take you to a seat.
But
Just
there's no sign or anything. You just have to find the door.
yeah, just good like prohibition area vibes.
Mm-hmm.
And this was right past when we walked from the sushi to this place. We walked past the Belmont University. Very nice area, cool looking university. Just kind of like a really nice, like lots of single family homes community area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then we made our way to Love Peace and Pho, where we had a spring roll, beef pho, bao, and more sake. This was such a great stop. I loved it here. The food was incredible. I don't think it's as well known because there were not a lot of people here, but it was so good.
I love pho, and the beef pho that the waiter recommended was some of the best I've had.
Yeah, it was great. It had a lot of flavor. The bao that we had strips of marinated pork in it. Was it pork or beef? It might have been beef.
I think it was more beef. Yeah.
It was so good. That was some of the best bao I've had. That was delicious. And then the sake was like reasonably priced compared to the last place that we went to. But I would say, so we had probably my top 2 meals. No, scratch that. We'll come to my favorite.
Yep.
But Sushi San and Love Peace and Pho are some really good meals that we had in Nashville. And I would highly recommend going to both of these places. I will say Love Peace and Pho is probably more cost effective with such good food. Almost as good, I would say.
Yeah.
So then the next day, we had the drag brunch. Ooh. There were so many bachelorette parties at this drag brunch.
Oh my goodness.
It was so fun. I had a blast. So the queens were incredible. They were such a vibe. They did so well. The DJ really made this a wonderful experience. He was very mindful of being inclusive and making sure everybody was included. And even like having people come up and dance and stuff like that. Like he was great. The place was just filled with birthdays, bachelorette parties, just everything you could possibly imagine. All of these girls. I think you might have been one of like 4 guys in the crowd.
There weren't a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was great. We love women. So we had a great time.
Yeah, it was such a fun time. The food that we had for the brunch was great as well. You had bottomless mimosas. I had some sort of drink. Drinks were great.
Yeah, I will say the bottomless mimosas really got me because so usually when you go, you get bottomless mimosas. It's a small glass. Your glass is filled like 4, maybe 5 times, and it's not even filled to the top because they add orange juice. So I'm thinking that it's going to be like that. Boy, was I wrong. I did not see the bottom of my glass once. They were filling it like it was their only job. I'm not kidding. Definitely got a little more buzzed than I had initially thought I would. But it's all good because we had a really fun time.
So fun.
And even after the fact, we went to the pool and we had fun swimming. And it was just such a fun day.
It was a fun day. Yeah. Like you said, afterwards, went to the pool. We got ourselves some Gatorades and stuff, rehydrated. Spent the day hydrating, swimming in the pool. Hydrated our bodies, our souls. I went out and I got us a pizza from a place called Slice of Italy.
Oh my God.
Great pizza.
It was so good. I highly recommend that pizza. I don't know if it's because I was still buzzed or what, but it was some of the best pizza.
Regardless, it was great pizza. And what was the name of the drag brunch?
Music City Dolls.
Music City Dolls at
Rusty Nail.
At the Rusty Nail, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, it was a great time. Highly recommend that drag brunch, especially if you're celebrating like a bachelorette party, a birthday, or something like that.
Which leads us into our last day that we were in Nashville. We started our day at Osa Coffee Roasters.
This is the best coffee
Eh,
that we had in Nashville.
This is the one I was thinking of. I was like, this is the best one. It's a very small place that's just walk up. It's a walk up window. You order at the window and you get the window. I don't think you can go inside at all,
hmm
but really great coffee.
Yeah. After the bottomless mimosas the day before, I really needed a good coffee, and this did the trick. It zapped me right back to life.
Yeah.
It was great.
Well, that and like extra sleep. I think we were kind of at brunchish time when we
Oh,
made it out.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. Um, but it was the best coffee we had.
Mhm.
So recommend checking it out, especially if you like a stronger coffee.
After that, we kind of had our coffees and we just drove around Nashville a little bit because this was the same temperature day as what locals had warned us about.
Yeah, it was gross.
And it was only like the temperature gauge on the car said I think it was like 95, 97, but like on our phones it said real feel was it was like 105 to like 110. The humidity just stuck to you. It was hard.
It was very hard. I did not want to go out walking this day. Like it was gross.
Yeah, good thing we spent most of the previous 2 days lots of walking because this day we were in the car in places with AC.
Yeah. We did stop at a local Goodwill for some thrifting.
Mm-hmm.
I love to thrift, and thrifting in other cities is where it's at because you can find things in other places that you can't find at your local places and vice versa.
Yeah.
After thrifting, we also finally made it to Red's Hot Chicken, which is one of the places I was most excited to try.
Both of us were most excited to try.
Oh my God, it was so good. I'm going to cry. It was so good.
I have to say that we go to a lot of viral places because you love finding them on TikTok and social media, wherever else, and then going and try them out.
Yeah.
It's kind of hit or miss. And then whether or not they live up fully to the hype, it's kind of hit or miss. This was a hit plus more.
It was a grand slam.
Yeah.
It was incredible. We did have to wait about an hour for our order to be ready, but we got the crunch wrap with chicken and pimento mac and cheese. I cannot tell you how my taste buds felt tasting this. I mean, it was incredible. If you have 24 hours in Nashville, you have to go here. If you have 2 hours in Nashville, you have to go here.
Yeah,
like,
if you're just driving through, stop off and grab it.
Stop. It is worth the wait. It is worth the money. It's worth the extra time to stop here. Let me tell you, it just is. And also the fries. Oh my God, they were so seasoned. Oh, delicious.
It was fantastic. This crunch wrap was just so good. When things go viral, I think some places might lose the quality because they got to catch up then with everyone that's coming in. This place was like, no, you're going to have to wait. They now have a big thing that says wait time there.
Yeah.
And it said like 45 and 55 minutes when we got there. And you can order ahead. So if we wanted it faster than that, our bad. We knew we could order ahead, but
we should have.
We decided to go and do an escape room as well.
Yeah, that was so fun. So we did this at the escape game in the Nashville Berry Hill location. We did the special ops game and we got paired with a couple and their daughter.
First time being randomly paired with people during an escape room.
First time, but this kid was so freaking smart. Literally solved everything. Us adults were like barely doing it.
Yeah, we were like,
and she's like, I got this.
Yeah, she's like, I'll help you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Like max 11 at the oldest.
Yeah.
So smart. But this game was so well crafted.
Absolutely. It was so intricate. It felt like you were in the in the actual space. Like it didn't, everything was designed to fit where you were. The ceilings, even the cubbies that we had to put our stuff were like designed so well.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It was so cool.
Even the little details. It was a multi-room escape room, which I love and I know you love.
Mm-hmm.
Some escape rooms you just kind of get put into this office room and then that's it. And they're okay. But this was, I think, 3 different rooms. And the second one was just kind of like an intermediate to get to the third. And you were in an elevator. And this is what I mean by like little details. They had a like projector that shot light out of these little like vents to make it look like you were going down in the elevator when you were
Yeah.
just sitting there still.
Yeah.
It was
So cool.
very well done.
Yeah.
I think they have this escape game company has places in Illinois and Minnesota as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I loved it so much. We might make a special trip just to do it.
Well, we are going to Chaska later this year for wedding stuff. And I think they have one in Minneapolis. That's why I asked at the end there if they had a location in Minneapolis. So I do think that we should check it out while we're there.
All for it.
I don't know if we shared. We did escape.
Oh,
We did escape.
we did.
Mainly, I think that's because the family that was with us knew their shit in escape rooms. Especially, like we said, the kid that was with us just crushed it. So we did escape and it was so fun. Great time. Would recommend special ops.
For the rest of the day, just to beat the heat, we went back and spent the day in the pool.
I think there was a part of me that felt like we were kind of missing out on the Nashville experience, not going back to Broadway because we were only there for like an hour or two. But I'm also really glad that we didn't go back there because it wasn't necessarily our vibe fully. So
you got to be in the right mood to do it too.
Yeah. This night, though, we had dinner at Sumo Sushi. This place was like right behind our Airbnb.
Yeah.
We had crab ragoons, drunken noodles with vegetables, salmon teriyaki, and Thai bread pudding.
I don't think it cracks my top 3, but it was good.
No, it doesn't crack mine either, but it was good. Yeah. And it was convenient because it was so close. So how would you rank your top 3 meals?
I think it's tough. I mean, we had a lot of good meals here that we talked about. I think the one that's like most Nashville is Red's Hot Chicken. It's just so good. Top 3, I think Love, Peace, and Pho. Probably be my number 2, and then Sushi San would be my number 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm going to go the same top 3, but I'm going to switch the bottom 2. Number 1 is going to be Red's Hot Chicken. Number 2 is Sushi San. And number 3 is Love, Peace, and Pho.
Milk and Honey is right there, real close as well.
Yeah, definitely close. But I mean, we are suckers for Asian food. So
a little bias.
There's 2 Asian food places here. One more question.
Yeah.
Would you live here?
I think we had talked about this a little bit in the last episode, talking about coming here. It's crazy busy, and damn, it's hot.
It is hot. I agree.
But a beautiful place, a lot of great people, a lot of cool things to do. I just don't think it's my vibe.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's just not what I envision myself living. But there are a lot of great neighborhoods. What about you? Is it kind of a place that you would ever see yourself or no?
No, I could see early 20s Brittany having a blast here.
She would have loved it?
She would have loved it. 30s Brittany is not so much. That's not her vibe.
Yeah. There was a small window and missed it.
There was a small window. But I think I would have gotten into some trouble.
Yeah. It's fair.
But no, I don't think I could see us living here. overall it's just really hot. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of partying, and that's not our vibe.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at WSMH Travels.
You can listen to our podcasts on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. YouTube is where we have our video recorded version, including pictures and videos from our trips. Please continue to leave your comments and send us messages on what you liked from our trips and suggestions for any future trips. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for listening. Until next time.